back to the channel. So today's video, we are heading off the 215. We are going to get a load of cattle feed. Rather than feed potatoes this time around though, we're going to get some feed carrots. We are getting it quite hard to get feed potatoes this year. There's a number of reasons for that. One is related to the weather. Our potato growing friends have not been able to get the potatoes dug out of the ground like other years, so there's quite a lot of potatoes still in the ground, which has meant that our friends in the supermarket hasn't been just as particular and as picky at choosing what potatoes they want to take. So the ones we usually get for cattle feed, the ones that's maybe an odd shape or a little bit off in size, a little bit too big, a little bit too small, this year they're fine. There's no problem with them this year because there's a scarcity of potatoes. So it's just meant that we've had to try and source something else. So feeding carrots, we have fed some of them already this year, but this is the first time that I'm putting a bit of footage up of going to collect them. And yeah, we're still getting some potatoes, but not just as readily as they usually are. But yeah, so heading north direction. We're just down not too far away from Newry at the minute, and we're going to just try and get around this roundabout. A bit of traffic here coming on one side, so we'll maybe just let it filter away and we can go then. But yes, that's what we're doing. I've got about 30 mile roughly of a trip to do, so I've a wee bit of a travel on ahead of me, but yeah, we'll not be that long doing it. And yeah, I'll maybe see if I can get there. I'll see if I can take a wee bit of footage maybe of loading the trailer, and if that's okay. So we'll see how that all works out. I'm using a different GoPro than usual. My other GoPro, I haven't really done many videos in the last few weeks, so my main GoPro, I've lost it, so I don't know where it is, and it's the one with the mic built onto it, so sound may not be just as good as usual, or maybe it'll be better than usual, who knows. So yeah, you can let me know what it's like from what you hear on it. But yeah, so maybe take a wee bit of footage along the way as I'm driving down, and yeah, see when we're down there, we'll maybe see as the load has been loaded, we'll get some footage then as well. A lot of water lying in different places down here. Not really surprised, I suppose, with the way the weather has been. Yeah, just making good headway. We're about 20 minutes further on, and yeah, getting there, slowly but surely getting there. There's a hard shoulder on this road the whole way down, which is a great job because you can just drive in and out of it depending on if there is traffic behind you, lorries, cars, whatever. So yeah, it's just handy for that, and it just means you're not holding up traffic if it was just a single road. See cars again, it's quite busy the road, so we'll pull in again onto it and we'll see if we can let a few more cars past, and it just keeps the road moving and I don't end up with a big tailbag behind me, which can happen very easily. So yeah, we'll proceed on. So back on the road, we get loaded up, no issues at all. There's just over 19 tonne on the trailer, so not a bad load. And yeah, we should be at home, I'd say, in about probably about 15-20 minutes, all going well. So yeah, since we got back on the road, it hasn't stopped raining. Just it was raining very heavy there for a while. It's eased off a little bit, but it's still coming down. Like it's just after what time is it now? It's just after 3:30. So yeah, and it's already starting to get dark. So it's just one of those dull, wet December days. But yeah, we're in the right place in the tractor. We're not out getting soaking wet in it. So yeah, back home shortly. Don't know, probably won't tip it this evening. I'll probably leave tipping it until tomorrow. I've still some carrots to use up just at the back wall, and we'll have the fresh stuff then in tomorrow then at the back. So yeah, that's most likely what we do. So yeah. Right, so we've got the spuds tipped, and we're using away with them. Just got a wee bit of footage of them there when I was just feeding them. You can see they're very clean, which is always a great bonus. There's no dirt or clay in them. You know, they're well washed. They are odd shape. Some of them are quite big. There's some of them damaged. So that's why those ones are thrown out for cattle feed. But look at, you can get your dinner out of them, no problem at all. Yeah, cattle like them. So see, just see, you can pull back a little bit of the feed here. Don't go back too far, you start to find them. They do start to break up in the diet feeder. We haven't got that many knives in it, but you can see they do break up quite a lot of them. So even though they are quite long, they seem to just break up as the feeders go around as it's mixing. So that's also a bit of a bonus. The changeover from eating the potatoes to the carrots was seamless, no issue at all. I thought when I started feeding them at first that they might be slow enough to move over onto them, but no problem at all. They just went straight over onto them, and which is always good to see, because the last thing you want is a few hundred kilos lying all around the place that you have to start shoveling back into a diet feeder. So that was good to see that they moved over onto them. We're feeding roughly 50% potatoes and 50% carrots. So yeah, they're still getting the potatoes while we can get them at the minute. But I think that spuds are going to dry up. And whether we'll have enough of a supply of carrots to keep us going at the same rate, we have to drop back a little bit. So we'll see. We will be starting to feed maize meal after Christmas anyway, and we should have enough to keep us going until the new year, early in the new year anyway. So we'll see how it works out. But yeah, that's really the story of feeding carrots, and happy with them. Cattle are eating them. There probably is a bit better taste of them than the potatoes. The feed quality wouldn't be as high. The dry matter is less in them. So yeah, they just wouldn't be as good a feed quality. Yeah, so weather's really pretty shit at the minute. Just look at the floor, soaking wet. I hate this time of year. I know it's been wet all year, but just this time of year there's just a dampness in the air. The floor is wet. I'm after sweeping this up, and it's just sticky and gooey and slippy, and oh, I can't wait for the springtime to come already. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Just a small showing of what was going on over the last couple of days. But I've had a cough and sick over the last few days, so there was no video last week, and that's more or less why. So I just wasn't in form for doing a video, so that happens. So yeah, we'll try and have another video after the weekend, depending on what's happening or what's going on. So hope you have a good week. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the sub button, leave a like to the video, comment below all the things help the channel, and very much appreciate it if you can do it. See you at the weekend.